weeks, and I'm leaving again. And I think I'll be taking that suitcase. So I just haven't moved it because I need to wheel it downstairs in the garage. So I thought of a few things that we could possibly just whisper about. One of which is how much I've been loving a pure whisper, just without a mic fluff, I like it without and with. There's not too big of a difference for me, although there is when I'm looking for a specific trigger, if that makes sense. So I just have been in awe of ASMR October. MH ASMR, I believe is her name. Who else have I been? Reenie, REENIE ASMR, REANIE ASMR. Who else do I love that just does? Oh, ASMR Babe and Lily, Oceana, I think is her name, or Ocean's ASMR. But needless to say, I really love a good whisper. It was like the first trigger that I loved and will always love. So, here we are. I've just been really loving them. I don't know, like, I just absolutely melt. ASMR, majestic, crispy, tingles. I also really love, he's awesome. ASMR Collect and Play, he's great as well. PJ Dreams, all really great. Personally, that I enjoy for a whisper. I'm trying to go, I wrote down things in my notes to just whisper about. I have switched over from coffee to tea. I have something in my hair. From coffee to tea, herbal tea. I've loved tea since I was a child. The aroma of coffee is very nostalgic for me. It's something that my parents drank, and it's just something that pairs like like a morning ritual. I love that aspect. And a year ago, I started to drink coffee just because I liked the taste. I didn't get a rush out of the caffeine. Maybe in the beginning I did. And I've always drank herbal tea prior to that. It was just a lot of like darker teas, like a chai, like a Earl Grey. Jasmine's not as dark, but definitely like a English breakfast. Things like that. And I just kind of stopped drinking tea in the morning and replaced it with coffee. because all of that stuff, your digestive tract doesn't need all of that all the time. I'm passionate about it. So there's that. I talked about the transition, and also I didn't want to rely on it for anything. It's still a stimulant in a way. I like to be fully present and aware, and like when I can hear extra mouth sounds, or like not like an unpredictable, like I don't know what movement you're gonna do next type of a thing, but I don't like anything of like snapping or, that stuff. And to each their own. I respect it. I get it. I don't like it. It creates an extreme amount of anxiety for me, not being able to predict what's happening next. sweet to me, and I felt a lot of love. It may not seem like a lot, but that meant a lot, because Maddie had posted a photo and people were really sweet underneath. So number 3 is I appreciate my sister. I appreciate my sister for accepting me as I am, whether it's Grace who's a little bit more wound up, or if I'm grouchy, or if I'm tired, or if I'm where I want to be. She's always accepting and never makes me feel any less than for where I'm at. She just gets me. And then 3 hopes. It could be within the moment, the day, week, month. I would try and aim for something realistic. So, and it could not be about me. It could be about me though. I hope that all of you are safe and that you can take a deep breath right now and your lungs are healthy and you're not suffering in any sorts of pain. And I hope that you're enjoying. I hope that you and myself can enjoy the last however many warm days that there are, because it's gone by fast and I just want to absorb all the warmth in my skin and bones and muscles and enjoy it. I hope that I hope that I can relax the rest of the day. I leave in the morning, and I hope that I cannot be as wound up as I usually am in preparation for trips sometimes. Enjoy myself. So, I hope you know that you are strong and worthy always, that you are loved, that you are love, and that you are capable of. And if nobody has told you today, know that I am so very proud of you, and know that someone is thinking of you, me. And I hope you have a good morning, safe